intro.
I don't have a guitar.
Just wing it.
I think I've done mouth guitar in the past.
It's the black shirt.
Oh yeah, we're Black Shirt Crew.
Hold it
BSC.
like this the whole time.
The BSC.
Do we do a generic one?
Welcome back to 1,000 Pound Podcast.
It's the Dirty Bear Burger.
Today we're gonna talk about what dinner.
Episode 6.
Yeah.
The long anticipated episode 6. I heard
Is
good
anybody
things.
anticipating that?
Yeah. Oh, I meant for us.
Oh yeah. We're pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
I am.
It's been at least a minute since the last episode.
been a
This is
long
episode
time.
6 of the 1,000 Pound Podcast, which we were just talking about. Might actually be more like an 800-pound podcast now.
Yeah, we're losing some weight.
Maybe 700.
Like a third person, not like us.
600. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing all right.
We're the 600 and what? 620-pound podcast now.
I don't know what you are.
I'll just keep it. I'm about 1,000 pounds myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up 1,000 pounds of love.
So yeah, as long as it's actually recording, which it looks like it is, we should be off and running. A little rusty. We joked around about being rusty last time, and I think
Yeah, this is more rusty.
this is like
than,
more rust.
Yeah. What is Wisconsin?
That's true. Got a lot of salt on my underbody, if you know what I mean. Got to flush it out.
So we got our morning
Yeah,
cocktails. Is it even morning anymore? That's 40 past.
40 past morning.
Yep.
Bloody Marys, sort of. Got a little bit of a science experiment going on here.
Yeah. It is a Saturday, so
Vodka floats on top of tomato juice.
is that what it does?
I guess so.
Oh, if you don't mix it.
And I don't.
That's why I dip my straw from the top. So, what's on the agenda today? What
I know.
are we doing?
Well, I found a old notepad about different topics, and some of them might have became more relevant, like the China Missile Crisis.
Oh, really? We got an update?
No.
It's been about a while.
No, not really.
Almost a year
Yeah,
since we talked about that.
it has been a long time. You know what? We talked a little bit about it before we hit record, but I actually want to hear about your hockey career.
Oh, gosh.
We talked about one of the last episodes. We talked about you coaching youth basketball.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm into all kinds of sports.
And we can just
Believe it or not.
We could bullet point this, but I definitely want to touch base on it because I'm sure everybody wants to know what's up with that scumbag brother of yours.
Brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
always up to no good. That dirty
Yeah.
Chris
Maybe we should call him.
again.
Did we call him one time?
No, I
On
think
a
you said he
podcast?
listens to it just to find out.
Yeah.
what we say.
If we talk shit about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I
It's
was
never
thinking about it the other
talking
day. I was
shit.
like, I definitely got to remember to mention Chris. So
Yeah.
did that.
Good call.
Yeah. Like I said, but let's table that.
Yeah.
Come back to your hockey career.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I remember that you used to play hockey back in the day,
I did, yeah.
like from just a wee lad.
Yeah, when I was 3 or 4, I started playing hockey, and I played hockey until I was 27 or 28.
Damn,
Yeah, that's a long time.
24-year
Yeah,
career.
yeah, it was a big part of my life. I love hockey so much. And
What position?
I played forward a lot, center or left wing a lot. Believe it or not, I was a good hockey player. Wasn't always as large as I am today, but
Like popularity wise?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, in views.
yeah.
But yeah, so I just I kind of just have been, winters have been long and snow plowing with my work, and there's a lot of time in between where I just wasn't really doing anything, and I was just, getting larger every day, I felt like, and not getting exercise like I should, because even when I go work in winter, I'm sitting in a truck all day. So I was like, maybe I should, go back to hockey is probably a good idea. And, and so I went and spent a bunch of money on all my hockey equipment because everything I had was just gone and rotten and old.
Doesn't fit.
Yeah, yeah.
Still got it all.
Yeah.
Still brand new gear. It's
Yeah.
just it's about 20 years old.
Yep. So I went and bought all new gear, signed up for a local league in Washington County here, and I just remember my first day out on the ice, and I'm like, it's been
Still got it.
10 to
You're
12
a
years.
Figure skater out there.
Oh, definitely not the case.
Leotard and all.
Not the case. No, yeah. Just like what I used to do. Yeah. So I step out on the ice and I'm just like, wow, this is like weird. I'm not. My brain tells me I know what I want to do. My body's not telling me that. So I go do a little bit of stretching, because it's been a while, and I know I need this. And I do some stretching, and nobody's even out on the ice yet for the warm-ups before the game, because my friend and I had got out there as soon as the Zamboni was just finishing up. And I just remember we're doing circles around our zone, just warming up and skating. I'm getting used to skating again. And
you're like, I'm fine as long as this is all we do.
Yeah.
I can do circles.
Yeah.
Hockey circles.
Yeah, the skating wasn't like a huge, it was just weird. Wasn't a huge thing, But I'm skating, and then all of a sudden my friend, he grabs a puck, and I'm circling around, and he drops me a pass, right? So I grab the puck, and I get up to the net about on top of the circles, and I just let one rip, and I whiff the puck, and I do a fucking gainer onto my head, and I did not even I didn't land on my elbows or my back or anything. I landed on my head, and I was rattled so bad, and I got up, and I just was like, oh man, like that, my head's a little airy, and about I was like in and out for like 5 minutes before the game. All of a sudden, the game was starting, and I starting to feel better, So I play the whole game, right?
Yeah.
Probably fell like 4 or 5 times. Get done with the game, start having beers with the boys, and I grab a beer and I drink it and I'm fine, and then I grab a second beer and I'm like, man, I'm buzzed up already. Like how? Like is my blood like that thin that it's like circulating?
Beer?
Yeah. The next day I went to bed, and then the next day I wake up and my head's just all kinds of foggy, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm concussed.
This is just practice, or like the first.
This is the first game.
Yeah. I was like, this is like an Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Basically,
everybody's so excited to have the fucking goat back on the hockey team.
Yeah.
You come back and be like, hold on, boys, let me stretch and give it a couple of circles here.
Yeah.
And you get concussed.
And then it was funny because we went into the locker room, and Scotty was the only one that's seen it. My friend. And they apparently in the rink they have like cameras on the ice all the time, and you can be, if you're a part of it, you can watch the videos. And the guys were going back into the videos in the locker room showing me, watch me slam my head into the ice. So yeah, I was concussed for a few days. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was, I didn't realize it, but like that was my first concussion I've ever had.
Wow.
And then like.
You're like, well, this is off to a great start.
Yeah. And then
hockey.
No, sorry, it was the second concussion I ever had, because the first concussion I got was like weeks before that, and then I got another concussion after the hockey one.
Is that something I think that's something about concussions, right? Like,
don't go to bed.
Well, yeah, that, but like, don't they happen easier and easier the more of them you get?
I would assume. I don't know, but
I guess that would make sense. You're kind of bruising your brain, right?
Yeah. It's mushing it a little bit, and it was my first time having concussions ever, and I had 3 of them this year. And it was funny because I was talking to my friend, and I was like, "Yeah, my 2 concussions." She's like, "You had 3," and I was like, "I don't remember the third one." And then, like, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, "Oh, right. You're right." I was like, "You're right. I did have 3 this year." That's how good they were. Like, the one I went to the hospital and had a CT scan.
Jesus.
Yeah.
We haven't seen each other in a while.
No.
Here I am thinking that you're just fine. Living life.
No, my brain's getting rattled like Muhammad Ali, man.
Yeah.
I'm just like in there in the boxing ring.
That's actually one of the things. I mean, there's plenty of reasons why I don't play hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Probably first and foremost that I don't know how.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But like, even if I did, I'd be interested in something like that, but I don't know. I'm pretty busy. Some people might laugh at that if they don't know me, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a busy guy.
I'm
I
one
can't
of those
play
guys.
hockey. But you know what I mean? Like, I also think of it like that. Like, there's kind of the pussy in me, I guess, that I don't want to hurt myself at this age. I used to
Yeah.
be really big into, like, skateboarding and, like, riding BMX and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, boy, I did that not too long ago now.
Yeah.
And when I would fall in my 30s,
Mm-hmm.
even if it wasn't that bad of a tumble, I hurt for like a week or two.
No doubt.
You know,
No
I used to be
doubt.
able to just brush it off and like get back up and do it again. But now it's like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Like, especially if I'm not being paid for it, or
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like it's not like
Yeah.
it's not like I have sponsors.
No.
Red Bull sponsors me,
It's
so it's fine.
it's like a pre-midlife crisis
Yeah.
kind of thing, and no doubt, probably in my mind, it is. But I'm just, you
That's
know,
good though. You at least played before. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
I don't know if I would. I mean, I wouldn't not suggest having somebody just do that. I mean, if they're able to skate and wanted to play,
Yeah.
sounds like it'd be fun to do.
Yeah. I'm at like a good part in my, post adult hockey career
Yeah,
that I go out and play hockey and I feel fine the next day.
yeah,
Like the first 2 months of it, I would go home and I would just be an absolute sore human being for the whole, next day or two, depending on, how hard I tried that night,
Is it a pretty good crowd coming to watch?
Yeah, there's, maybe 1 to 2 people.
8, 10 people. Yeah.
No, there's literally nobody comes.
No.
It's on the weekdays at 10,
Yeah.
at 10 o'clock, No,
Okay.
It's fun. It's adult beer league.
Yeah, it's like what we were saying before. It's kind of like tricking yourself into exercising too.
Yeah.
That's always how I've been.
And-
I've never been one to go to a gym.
Yeah.
Contrary to what you might
Yeah.
might think. Yeah.
so small.
No, just like I would rather exercise doing like
Shit, that's fun.
kayaking
Yeah.
or something. You know what I mean? Like where
Yeah.
it's like that was a workout, but like that's not at all why I was out there.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
no,
wanted to
not
get
at
on
all.
Water and
Yeah.
paddle around.
And that's 100% why I did it, was so I could get some exercise. And I missed hockey because I was always, pretty good at it. But I mean, obviously I'm not, my brain thinks I'm that good, but I'm, just a wreck out there, I'm sure.
Practice. You never say never.
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Going to the ship.
We might wait again about a year in between the next episode 7, and maybe you'll be on a semi-pro team.
Yeah. Yeah.
You never know.
I'll be semi-hard before I get semi-pro.
You also might just be in a deep concussion on a hospital bed somewhere,
Yeah. I'll be,
thinking that you're a semi-pro.
yeah.
What a weird thing to dream about.
I'll be in a coma.
Like some people would dream about being in the actual NHL.
Yeah. He's like,
You're
he's like-
hallucinating about just being semi-pro still.
he always dreamt
It's like
about.
super expensive, and there's lots of travel that I have to pay for.
Yeah.
He always
Yeah, in
dreamt
my
about being an
adult life.
unpaid adult hockey player.
He always dreamt about playing hockey again, and now he gets to dream forever because he's in a coma. What a lucky
Sponsored by
man.
Make a Wish.
Yeah. So,
That's cool though.
Yeah.
At least you're getting exercise.
Yeah, I mean it's only once a week, and they have like another league you can pick up on Saturdays. But I'm like, I'm not. They start at like 7 o'clock. I'm like, I'm not getting up at 5:30 to go play hockey.
Yeah.
Fuck that on a Saturday. But yeah, so yeah, that's kind of like the new thing in my life.
That's cool.
Yeah. So what's going on with you?
Nothing.
in your
Absolutely
life?
nothing.
No.
No, just
What's
here. This is this has got to be about the 6th new studio that we recorded in.
Yeah.
Last one we recorded upstairs
Yeah.
here.
This one's probably a little bit more permanent, I feel.
Yeah. Maybe not this exact location. We got other spots that we could sit if we
Yeah.
wanted to.
The hot tub too.
Yeah, get more comfortable. Yeah, we're gonna do a wet one.
two men in the hot tub.
2 men in a small hot tub.
Yeah. That would be good for us, weird for them, weird
Oh, yeah.
for the listeners.
Right. Especially if
Maybe it won't be as so weird though.
I don't know.
Like just
We could blur out anything that we need to blur out.
yeah, just we're going in there. We're going in there in the nude. Just don't touch me, please.
I'm like, don't worry about it, Jared. The water reflection will take care of.
Yeah.
They won't be able to see anything.
Yeah. Well, as long as they don't have
I
polarized.
was like, I was wrong. I
TVs.
had the camera at the wrong angle, and they could see everything enhanced.
or nothing.
No. I guess the other big news is I got engaged.
There it is.
There it is.
Woo!
Yeah, not to Natasha though. No,
No, to Mr. Beans.
Yeah.
To your dog.
no, we dated for a really long time, and
How long has it been?
I don't even know.
Like,
Almost 20 years.
is this
now.
like is
like
this
13 years?
This is like a Gene Simmons and his wife thing.
Yeah,
What's
something
her
like
name? Starts with a T.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Tatiana.
No, way off.
I just
Oh, her.
there's not a lot of names that start with T. For Mr.
It's
T.
Shannon. That's his wife's name, but her last name starts with a T.
Oh,
But anyways, him and her and Gene Cinnamon or Cinnamons, Cinnamons, Gene Simmons. They they just been boyfriend and girlfriend for like
now Gene Cinnamon owns Fireball whiskey, right?
yeah.
He's like, just have a little kiss of it. You're not any relation to Gene Simmons, are you?
So
Absolutely not.
So let me ask you this:
Oh God,
did you go to Jared?
no.
Where'd you go?
Went to Kessler's.
Yeah, in West Bend.
And I asked for Jared. Is Jared here though? No, Kessler's in Menominee Falls.
Oh, there's not one in West Bend, is there?
I don't know. I don't
No.
think so.
No.
No, that's Kane and Kane.
Yeah, where the old lazy boy was.
Yeah, I think it was still that. No. Right on, I don't know.
Yeah,
Menominee
County
Falls.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right over there.
Right there. Yeah.
Yep.
How was that experience?
Good. The people were very helpful there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder, do they work on commission?
I don't know.
Did you ask them?
No.
No.
I just walked in and I was like, hey, I'm here. I'm here to look for a Christmas gift.
For my.
No, it was funny. I walked in and I told them obviously what I was doing.
Were they like,
and
oh my God.
Yeah, she was. I forget her name.
Weed?
I forget the girl's name. She was super nice. And yeah,
Tatiana.
She was Tatiana Cinnamon. She was super nice, and she was like kind of like the stereotypical excited girl. I mean, it was good, like for her job and like that position.
Yeah,
and,
she was crushing that acting career.
Yeah, she was totally like, "Oh my God, that's so awesome!" Asking all the questions like, "How long you been?"
Good in those skinny jeans.
I'm like, "Is this girl flirting with me right now?"
Yeah. Should I buy her
This
a
is
ring?
this is a weird time to flirt with girls. I didn't know how not to though.
I got to buy 2 rings now.
Yeah. Yeah, but she showed me around, it's kind of a funny, that's not like a car or something like that. I kind of like walked in. They know like if I'm there to actually purchase, it's kind of like a which one. You know what I mean? It's not like I don't know if he's gonna get one or not. I was like, I'm getting one.
Which one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Christmas is a couple days away.
This fucker's desperate.
Now, don't get me wrong. I planned this for 13 plus years.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, had it all picked out.
Yeah.
I really did. I looked at probably thousands of rings, not in person though.
Yeah, on the online,
Yeah, like just like what
the online
what
stores.
kind I would want and
Yeah, what'd you get?
what the most realistic looking glass diamond was.
I was gonna say, let me ask you the real question.
Yeah,
How many carats is that bitch?
that's 2.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
It sounds like a lot.
Yeah, that's what like I said.
It's one more than one.
The girl flirted with me enough for me to buy it. She said that she thought it would be super hot if I got this for my.
I'm not going to ask you how much it is, but I'm going to ask you how much the insurance is.
It's got Kessler's does a lifetime warranty,
Yeah.
which is kind of funny because it's like that's great. There's 2 things that could go wrong there.
Yeah.
They'll replace anything on it. You could lose the center stone, which is by far the most expensive part of the ring,
Yeah.
and they'll replace it. No questions, no hassles.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. You can't lose the entire ring. If you lose the entire ring, they're like, yeah, you're hosed.
That's where
Another thing that could happen is that Kessler's could just simply go out of business.
Yeah. They've been around for quite
Or what
some
I would do
time
if I was them is I would sell a bunch of people rings and say, don't worry, it's got a lifetime warranty. That's why you're paying the big bucks for it. And then you know what I would do? I would change it to not Kessler's diamond store. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, jesters.
oh no, yeah, Kessler's
It's been a
closed.
joke the whole time.
Kessler's closed, and all of those warranties are null and void now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nestler's, Nestler's is open now, and we are actually offering full warranties too, but you have to pay for them again. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think everything
got
will be
you.
fine. She did have it was kind of funny. It was a size 7 when I got it, and that was a little bit big. She was probably like a 6, and they didn't have another one. You know what I mean?
Fingers.
Yeah, they didn't have another one, so I was like, so I'm like, so what do we do then? Like, if we just do this one? She's like, yeah, and then just bring it back in. Now, I would think that a place like that would have like
massive amounts.
Well, not massive amounts, but like when you bring it in to get it resized, I knew that would probably be like a process. Like you couldn't just go in there and like get it fixed and then leave with it.
Yeah.
But like, so like a brand new engagement ring, she had to wait like over a week to get it back. And I jokingly said, do you have one that she can wear in the meantime? Like, she's got like friends and family that are all stoked and want to see it and everything.
Yeah.
And like you said, women, they love that kind of stuff. So like they're like, oh my God, let me see it. And then she's like, well, I don't have it. And then it makes me feel like the guy who's like, well, I like just opened her a box and like, it's not in here yet. I'm saving up for it, but soon. Like one day I'll do it though.
Yeah.
It's like a promise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the box that I'll put it in when I'm able to afford it in like 6 years.
Right. I had to take out the loan for this box too.
No, I thought you said Paul proposed to you. Well, he did, but I don't have the ring yet. He said it's being sized.
It was a proposal for the proposal.
Yeah. He said it was being sized in a different country or something like that.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little while before it gets here, like a year or so.
Yeah.
But yeah, then what was bad though is they like. So while the girl who sold it to us, me, was cool. When we brought it back in to get it sized, that was like a younger girl in there, and like she just didn't really seem like she like knew how to play the game or anything like that. So she was just really like, yeah, you'll get it back in like a week, or we'll call you when it's done, like whatever.
They're like, well, we made our sale, so fuck this.
And she had her try on like the sizing rings, like to make sure like what it would be.
Yeah.
And Tasha couldn't fit into a 6, but she's like, well, try like a 6.5 or whatever. And a 6.5 fit, but it was still kind of, big. Like it slid over her knuckle easy, and then it was really like wobbly on her finger.
Oh.
But a 6 didn't fit. And again, that girl was kind of like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you can't go 6. 7's too big. It's 6.5. So that she says, okay. So she waits a week and gets it back, and it doesn't feel like it's any better.
Yeah.
So we're like, shit, that sucks. So then she actually wore it for a little while. Then we ended up going back there. And then now we had dealt with another person who was actually like a little bit cooler about it and like understood that this person like wants their ring and like doesn't want to keep on messing around like this.
Yeah.
And then that girl goes back and gets like sizing rings that are like by quarter size.
Oh.
And I was like, that was an option. Like the girl before, she didn't say anything about a quarter size. Like, I just kind of think like I don't know anything about it. That's the first time I ever proposed or bought a ring or anything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I just assumed that it went in half sizes.
You're not gonna be like, yo, bitch, I know you got them quarter sizes in back.
So lo and behold, she settles on a 6.25 or 6.25, and that one fits pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah.
So.
And then she lost it. No, so it's all good. Where I was going with that was with the insurance and everything like that. She, it should be locked on her finger now.
And she's a happy woman.
She's a very happy woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do anal that night?
4 times. Yes, and let me tell you, I couldn't walk right.
Thank God she only had a 6.25 finger.
For a week after that. Yeah.
Well, good for you guys.
Yeah, and I told her exactly. You already took my ring joke. I was going to say I think I'm about maybe a 5 3/4, 5 3/4, maybe a 6, but not a 6.5.
You know I couldn't miss that joke.
Yeah. That ring is a lot smaller than it even looks.
Typical Jared joke.
That's Jared.
Could you? Can I bother you for a beer, please?
A beer?
Yeah.
Sure. Talk about. Let's pretend that we're sponsored by Old Wisconsin. Okay. And just sell me on those.
Have you ever had, just like that perfect snack stick in your life where you're you're at the bar and you're just like, you have snack sticks for my Bloody Mary and they just open up one of these Old Wisconsin snack bites? Well, let me tell you about beef sausage bites right here. These things will set off your Bloody Mary like there's no other Bloody Mary in the world. So go to your local grocer and find yourself some Old Wisconsin made right here in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin beef sticks.
And find yourself some snack bites from old Wisconsin.
And we're back.
And we're back. Oh, you even opened up my beer for me. Yeah. Like a full service bar.
Yeah.
I don't know if the viewers can kind of see a little bit of the bar back there.
Yeah, this is it's the liquor downstairs pub. Because there's liquor downstairs. We are actually in a barn. This barn is from 1890.
It's a beautiful old barn.
It's a beautiful old barn.
Let me add, right above our heads is it's a concrete surface.
Thousands of pounds of concrete.
Thousands of pounds of concrete.
I believe that's called Spancrete.
Yes, and
which makes it safer.
Yeah, yeah. It spans.
Yeah. Somebody poured concrete up there.
Yeah, and there's a roller rink, and they turned it into a roller rink and a movie theater,
which sounds a lot better on paper than how it looks.
Yeah. So we're sitting underneath. I would imagine there's got to be 2 inches of concrete up there.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do that. Like, I'm not a.
I don't know either because it doesn't look like it should have concrete up there.
Do they
like from down here?
Do they just pour concrete over the wood like flooring?
I don't know.
Or
there's got to be like rebar or something.
Well,
right?
of course, but like still.
Yeah, I don't know. These beams
makes me
and
nervous.
Like this plate, right? How epic! With that camera is in a safe enough spot though to record the whole thing.
This could be our last day, and if it collapses on us, and whoever finds this camera, I hope they upload this video and show us to my family because I love you all. And I went out on a Saturday drinking beer at 12. I don't know how to read watches, but
just like everybody thought.
Yeah,
yeah,
just like what they.
So Bob and I work in here basically Monday through Friday.
Bob is
my brother.
Hi, Bob.
And he actually his office is right. Here, right there.
Yeah.
And
I'll eat some cheese here while you do.
You know, we work in here Monday through Friday, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And we always say that, like, you know, if it's going to come
Monday
down
through
to
Friday, pretty much.
You know, like normal people.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we always say that if it's going to collapse, I don't think that it would just go like this.
Yeah, you would.
Probably start hearing it. There'd probably be chunks that fall first.
Oh, 100%.
Or like one of these beams would crush. I mean, you could be in the wrong place at the wrong time, but I think that like there's plenty of exits all around. So like you could definitely pop out, you know, if it was falling.
In my mind,
you picture it all the time.
I picture this it just going all out at once and you're done.
Really?
Wow.
Like fast.
Wow. If you're in your offices, though,
terrorist attack on my barn. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Well,
what a weird dynamic that would be.
That's good cheese, by the way.
So Crystal Farms pepper jack sticks.
Is it annoying that I'm eating this in the microphone?
No, not for me.
It's good though.
It does pick us up a little bit.
I needed a little bit of breakfast.
You hear like. Oh yeah, we got. Well, that'll be a reason why this episode stays shorter because I can fire up the grill. We can make some sausage. Got some Hungarian.
I feel like it'd be a good day. And you could edit this out.
Just don't say the N-word again.
No, naughty. That's naughty. We can make 2 episodes.
Ooh.
Like.
Oh, there you go.
Just to get it out of the way, you know. That's all talk about.
Tasting that vodka.
Is it? Yeah.
Should have stirred that one.
Looks like pure vodka.
I'm like, hey, who put rubbing alcohol in there?
That's I wouldn't have it any other way though. Like that. That's like cheaper vodka, right?
It's a little bit cheaper than like Tito's, but same deal.
Oh, like $18, right?
So, let me tell you something about me. Here we go. He says, "You good on beer?"
Yeah.
Like you just got me one.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day when I lived with Bob and Therese, my brother and sister-in-law?
Yeah.
Well, they weren't. Well, they were, for part of the time. I lived with them when they weren't married, and then for a little while after they were.
Wow.
Anywho, is it? I used to work at a glass company, like a minute away from their house.
Sure.
And my hours were 7 to 3. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I'm not lying when I say that like the drive home was like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So like
You trucked in.
I would get home. Yeah, I would get home at like 3:03.
Is that when you had the minivan?
Probably. Yeah, the minivan and
That
Mustang.
minivan, it warmed up by then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Mopar. The turquoise dragon, you mean?
Oh yeah.
I wasn't sure which minivan. I've had so many minivans.
And had so many mega funds.
But the they worked later, so what would happen was I kind of got into like it was like almost like I don't know, like I find hobbies in like strange things sometimes. I mean, even to this day, I'll be like back then it was vodka. I really like Bloody Marys, and I wanted to like perfect it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
not for any reason other than like my own hobby or whatever. But I went down the road of like trying all different kinds of vodkas, not at once. But what I would do is I would go and I would buy like just whatever, like you know what I mean. I would buy Deep Eddies, and then I'd buy Smirnoff and like whatever. And it didn't matter if it was like expensive or cheap or whatever.
Yeah.
It was more about like how it tasted.
Yeah.
If it was like a infused one with like pepper or bacon or whatever. And I kept on trying that, and then I also tried different Bloody Mary mixes. And that was like legitimately my hobby after work. So I'd get home at like 3:00. They didn't get home until like after 5 probably.
And
so
you'd be pounding bloodies.
yeah, I would just be. I mean, not even drinking a lot of them, but I would make them to try them. But I mean, I'm not one to like. It's not like a wine tasting where I'm like switching it around and spitting into a bucket.
Yeah.
I go all the way. So I'm making 2 or 3 Bloody Marys, and like, yeah, by the time I'm playing video games, because that was like the sweet, like my room there was like a little bachelor pad, you know what I mean? So like I had a nice like chair in front of like video games at the time, whatever.
That's how you like burn yourself out on bloodies, though.
It's also true, but I mean, I did actually go through what was actually really funny about that was after all the things I tried. I mean, I had to pretty much try like any run of the mill vodka that you could get at like any grocery store. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I tried some higher end stuff, some dirt cheap stuff, some like middle of the road stuff, whatever. And then I also tried I tried doing like using like just tomato juice and mixing it completely on my own to just any of like the
You were a bloody connoisseur.
the mixes. Yeah,
You
for
were
a
like-
while there. When you guys used to play
Yeah.
in your band,
Yeah.
like I used to drink. Speaking of the Turquoise Dragon, there was one time when you guys played right here in Richfield at the Chalet or something like that.
Yeah.
And I switched. It was like 11:00 at night or maybe midnight when you guys were playing. And I switched to Bloody Marys.
What?
And the bartender, that's not a good idea at like a bar like that. Like they have it, but they're like, it's kind of like, this is either from last week or for tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's a Saturday night. So I was like, I don't need like all the stuff in it. Like maybe a pickle, I mean, I was probably drunk. But... So like she makes it and I start drinking those like after drinking beers or what God only knows what we drank then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember just puking
You're like,
outside.
it's
like I opened the door in the turquoise.
Heartburn.
I opened the door. Well, that was when I was what 22.
Yeah.
How old were we when you were playing those shows?
Oh God, yeah, probably 20. Yeah, 20. You were probably 22, 24,
Yeah,
somewhere
so like
in there.
early
yeah.
20s.
Yeah.
Like you don't get heartburn or anything like
No,
that.
yeah,
You don't
it's not a
notice any
thing.
of it. The
Yeah.
worst part about it was
The glory days.
I was sitting in the Turquoise Dragon in the passenger seat, like
Yeah.
while you guys were all inside still partying,
Yeah.
And I in my head I'm like, oh, I gotta open the door, I gotta erp, and I opened the door, but I still puked all over the door. The good old days, yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, anyway, before all
that.
that was like the bloody thing, and what I thought was so comical about it was I tried all those different things, and like I ended up doing something where it was like the simplest stuff. I think for a little while there I was doing like it was like V8 spicy
yeah.
with like whatever vodka basically, like it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
And I think I actually used Frank's Red Hot. At that time, that was actually what tasted better to me than any of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now it's the Zing Zang, is it?
Yeah, you got to go with Zing Zang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I used to be in that like what Jimmy Loves.
Yeah. I'm not.
Too thick.
Yeah, I can't do Jimmy Loves.
It's a little too thick. I was like, I don't really need it to taste like a smoothie. Like where you gotta like strong, like really try to gulp it down.
Zing Zang's got a little too much shit in it, but it's good.
Yeah. And you're right too. I gotta do like I should probably splash a little bit more in there in my rubbing alcohol there.
Mr. T's is all right. I'll still do teas if it's around.
Yeah.
But I gotta go Zing Zang.
Yep.
I don't know why.
But where I was going
Where do
with
they
that,
make that?
What?
Where do they make Zing Zang?
I don't know. I'm thinking like
Lacrosse.
yeah. Zinga Zang, La Crosse, Wisconsin. I knew it. Where I was going with that though too is like the vodkas now.
Yeah.
You know, everybody loves Tito's. You
Yeah.
like Tito's?
Yeah.
So like that's just it's like the style they use.
It's the
corn.
new Svedka.
They use corn
Yeah.
to make it, which is better for you.
Sure. I don't know.
That's why it's like gluten free. I think vodkas are gluten free, but like there's other ones that are like it. So I went down a deep dive on finding out what other vodkas were similar to that, because like Tito's is just like I've heard it plenty of times that it's just like clever marketing. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they like marketed
Yeah. Oh.
something that like all those vodkas are.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like they're in Austin, Texas, so it's like a cooler thing and
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, Deep Eddies is just like it. Smirnoff is too.
Yeah. I'm not a huge vodka drinker.
It's funny though, because it does. I mean, Tito's. I feel this is gonna probably say a lot about me. You could practically sip that. Like if that was Tito's right now,
You'd be sipping it?
I wouldn't do that. But I'm saying if you had to, or if it was like strong, I don't think that you can make a strong drink with Tito's.
Yeah. I gotta
'Cause
give.
it's like sweet.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm curious. My dad's cousin, his last name is the same as mine, Orney. And he
Everybody.
oh shit, they're gonna find out about my life.
That we talk about every.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Chris Werney.
Yeah.
But he owns a vodka distillery
Really?
called 45th Parallel. And his vodka is very drinkable by itself. Like that's one of the only vodkas I've ever had. And I'm not a huge vodka person, so I haven't tried
Listen, man, it was a phase, all right?
Yeah.
It's not like the guy who would go to the store and buy every one of them.
Seen some things.
That
did
wasn't
some
at
stuff.
once. I would do it like when I needed a new bottle.
Right. Yeah.
Like I didn't go there and buy like I need one of everything.
Yeah. Today.
That'll be $13,000.
I got that. But anyway, so he's got I'm kind of giving a shout out to him. He has his 45th Parallel Distillery, and it's in New Richmond, Wisconsin, and he makes bourbon, which is ironically called W. I believe the bourbon's W, or is that the border? What is it called?
This is your uncle's?
Yeah. He's got bourbon.
He wasn't talking about being a sponsor or anything, was he?
No. I
mean-
should ask him, though.
I mean, because we'd be open to do it.
I should ask him. Maybe he'll send us a few bottles. But he's got, I think it's called Borderline or Border something. I don't know.
I'm a huge fan already.
But he's got the W, I think the bourbon's called W, which stands for Werney. And then he's got the vodka. But the vodka is very good, and I've seen it. They have it at Jeff's and a bunch of other places, and
Nice.
and it's funny. I've seen it at Myers on like the garbage
Yeah.
shelf, for like $20.
Yeah.
And it's a $37 bottle of a 0.75.
People just don't know it.
People
right?
don't know it,
Yeah.
but it's very good. It's very good vodka.
I want to go get some
You should. It's very good.
right now. We'll be right back,
yeah.
folks. 20 minutes.
Do the
Give us 20.
do the 10-minute countdown. But
And then we just don't come back. That was the last episode.
it goes down to 0 and it shows the video, and
just ends.
there's just beer and cheese hanging out here.
Mice. Mice just eating the cheese. Big old mess.
It's a good.
We could probably end it like that. Like I said, it's a 130-year-old barn, so
Yeah.
there's definitely mice in here.
Yeah, there might even be rats.
Yeah. Don't say that. No, there definitely is. But you know what? A wise man once told me, "You'll never get rid of them." I'm pretty sure it was a mouse, though. I'm pretty sure it was a rat.
A mouse told you that?
He was wearing a mask to look like a human. You will never get rid of them. Don't even bother trapping and poisoning. And definitely don't get a cat.
like
It's
Master.
a myth.
It's
They want- yeah.
Master Splinter.
Yeah, you don't want the cat. Yeah, so no, he said you'll never get rid of them. He's like, you got to eliminate the food source.
I was gonna say I thought there was more to
Yeah,
it. You
there's
looked,
more.
you were looking at me
No,
like there
I
was
just-
more to that. Now it's like, yeah.
I actually wanted to just leave it like that because I pictured a rat actually telling you that. Like, no, you'll never. Don't even bother poisoning him. Doesn't do anything. No, he said just to eliminate the food source. So I'm not gonna lie. A while back, like when I was first kind of getting set up down here, I would see, for lack of a better word, I would see evidence of mice and rats or mice.
Oh no.
Right? And I was like, see that again, I knew it was going to happen, but you'll notice that I did things to like mitigate it, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that does help because once I did that and I eliminated any type of food source and like made sure to take like garbage out, like if I'm grilling down here or anything like that, I usually just throw everything away in a bag and I take it out right away.
Yeah. Is there,
Rather than leaving a bunch of like
is there bread in that bread
wrappers.
thing?
Oh, there might be.
Okay.
It might be old bread at this point, but I'll tell you what, it's not in there. Mice. But yeah, those are functional.
Just wondering because it says bread on it. And
Yeah.
I didn't know if you actually.
Yeah, no, I think I actually keep bread in there, but maybe some other stuff too, because you can fit more than just a loaf of bread in there.
Cocaine.
Yeah, there's probably some
Bags of
cocaine in
cocaine,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, right. They didn't have a tin, a vintage tin that said cocaine.
Not at the vintage store.
but
Maybe. They
but yeah,
should.
once I did that, it seemed to help. Like I put away all kinds of stuff, and then all of a sudden I didn't have
Yeah.
evidence.
They
of
probably
rodents.
still smell it.
I'm
but they
sure
can't
they're
get
in here
that
still.
shit, yeah.
You know, you can't not. There's, you know, I mean, not only is this a very old barn, but it's also like it's surrounded about 75% surrounded by woods.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's definitely.
we're in their
and-
territory, man.
Yeah, inevitable. Yeah. You should get a couple cats though.
Yeah.
Like
I
just let them
I
fuck
hate
around
cats.
outside. No, you just let them out. You just let them. You buy them and you
Yeah.
let them fuck around
Outdoor-
outside.
we actually, our neighbor's cat comes over here.
Yeah, and when they fucking meow at your door, you ignore them. You look away. Don't even give them the time of day.
I like it.
Like-
I like it.
Yeah. You just better hope they're like 2 boys or 2 girls, because otherwise they're gonna fuck and they're gonna have. You're gonna have like 40 cats in no time.
Right.
And then there's be cat shit all over your.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be like,
Right.
meow, 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 meow,
Then all of a
meow,
sudden I'm
meow,
like, you know, maybe seeing a mouse here and there wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
See?
Then you gotta exterminate the cats.
Yeah. Like, what do you, when the cats get out of hand, what do you get?
Cat traps.
Eagles.
Yeah. yeah. Yeah.
Got a couple
Yeah.
eagles.
Get a
Bought a
bear.
male and a female, so they, yeah.
You get a bear
Mm-hmm.
or a wolf.
Done. Today.
Just introduce wolves to the southern half of the state.
You never know. I might be the guy to do it.
I see a juicy squirrel out there running around.
Oh, they're juicy around here, bud.
Oh, no.
There's a lot of wildlife.
Oh.
I walked out the door upstairs just yesterday, and I hear some big wingspans flapping. And there was about 22 turkeys that took off from the backyard.
Oh, for
Big,
real?
big suckers.
Ooh. Shoot
I was
them,
like, is
eat
it
them.
Thanksgiving already?
Shoot them, eat them.
Yeah.
Do they have beards on them?
I don't know. I couldn't tell.
Oh, okay.
They were too far away from my eyes.
These eyes.
These eyes. Were you done with your sales pitch to your uncle, though? Because I feel like
Oh.
the type of sponsorship that we could offer or he could offer us would be unpaid.
Yeah.
Just like,
All he's got to do is send us a couple bottles of
yeah.
booze. And
yeah.
No, but he's got it's got what I was saying. The whole point was because you had mentioned like I could drink that, you know, whatever Tito's and blah blah blah, and I'm like, I was just giving you my version of what I can drink straight, and that's like, and it's
The 45th parallel.
for
vodka.
45th parallel vodka, and it just happens to be my uncle's. Not that I'm like plugging it or anything by any means, but I remember when he gave me some, he's like, "You just drink it straight," and I'm like, "No way," and I did, and it was good.
Is he a doctor?
Yeah,
You can just drink this straight.
yeah,
You shouldn't, but you
like,
can.
like Dr. Kevorkian.
I mean,
like that kind of doctor.
see, that's why I have to try it because technically speaking, you can just drink gasoline straight too. You're just not supposed to.
yeah. Well,
Not good for you.
I mean, I would, but like I said, I'm not a huge vodka drinker, and that's what I would drink.
You've tried it?
A bunch of times. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I've had it a bunch of times. I bought it. Yeah,
I would love to try some.
I'll support
How
him.
great? How great would that be?
I'll
I
support
don't know
him
Deep
any
Eddie.
day. He's family, man.
I don't know Deep Eddie. I don't know Tito.
Yeah, you ain't even deep with that, Eddie.
Yeah.
You're
Right.
deep with the Wernies,
Shallow.
though.
Yeah. Deep Warney.
Deep, very deep.
He's got bourbon too.
You got bourbon. He's got
Right out of New Richmond, Wisconsin.
whiskey. He's got. I think he's working on tequila, or he was, or. I'm not a huge tequila fan because I'm
What's
white, but
what's the company called?
45th Parallel.
Oh, that's the whole company.
That's the business.
Okay.
Yes, out of New Richmond, Wisconsin.
He's
Yeah.
gonna be like, "What's going on with my website? I got like 2 extra." And my servers are fucking overheating in here.
Can't even keep up.
Hey,
I think he does
hey,
pretty
are you
well.
talking about my company on your
Yeah.
podcast or something? I had 7 or 8 hits the other day, and my servers were overheating.
Yeah, I think he does pretty well for his for himself.
If he's in stores, I mean, you gotta. I hope for his sake that that's profitable. I can't imagine that you would like pay the fees to get your stuff sold at Meijer and liquor stores all over Wisconsin if you're not doing it
He's he's
at least like locally successful.
yeah, and he's a really nice guy, and their family's very nice. And I hung out with him last fall, and before that, I hadn't seen him for years, maybe a decade. And he was he was at my grandpa's funeral, and man, did we get fucked up. You know what he told me?
So he partakes too,
You know what he told me?
which is good. I don't know if I could trust him.
Oh,
when
no,
does all
he
that stuff. It
partakes.
doesn't. Oh, I don't touch the stuff. I just make it. I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, well, I'm never buying from you.
Yeah, it's gluten free, and no, he told me his favorite bourbon to drink on the rocks is,
Gasoline.
guess what? Just guess.
Jim Beam. Regular.
Yep, that's his favorite bourbon.
Yep.
And I can't say his bourbon tastes anything like it, but I've had his bourbon and whiskey. His whiskey's all right. Bourbon's better. But vodka, as far as vodka goes, it's very good.
Does he offer any type of tour at his facilities?
I would imagine if I went up there, I don't know. I would assume, but
That'd be great.
I know if I went up there, I'd get the red carpet.
Yeah.
I
How
got
far
the-
is that from here?
He's got the same last name as me.
Yeah. He's like, well, I don't actually know you though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're a fat jerk.
Oh. At least that's what your parents always told me.
Yeah. Yeah, we seen Paulie today. He said, tell that fat jerk hi.
How far away is that from here?
New Richmond, 4.5 hours.
Oh, I was thinking of Old
It's
Richmond.
it's closer to Minneapolis. It's on the border of Wisconsin there.
How great? How great would that be to go see something like that?
He told
but
me
also
come
have
up
it be
anytime.
Have it be tied into friends and family.
He's like, come up anytime. He's like, we got a bigger house. We got plenty of room. You got whoever wants to come up can stay over and sleep. We can go see the distillery. Go do whatever you want.
There you go.
He knows. Like,
He doesn't need it. I'm not offering it like we have something to offer. I think what a great. Everybody's doing it now. What two better dudes than to bring it into a new light with marketing and stuff. I would love to help out. I do have to try it first, but I'm pretty sure I'll like it. If it's not NA,
Well, I will.
I'll like it.
You got your phone on you. I'll show you what after the podcast here.
Yeah.
But like I said, the bourbon's called W. The whiskey is like called Borderline or something like that, or Border something. And then the vodka is just 45th Parallel. And then I think he's coming out with oh no, he's got a gin. That's what he's got.
gin.
Gin. He's got a gin. I don't know what the gin's called. He said he was just
You ever have that on the rocks?
gin.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah, I like
Only-
gin. I'm a
I
gin.
like, me too.
I'm a gin fan.
Yeah.
I had gimlets all last night.
With Brad guy? Mm-hmm. Bruce.
Bruce. Yeah.
I told those guys I was down here one night and I ran out of bourbon.
Mm.
It wasn't like I was like dying without anything, but I was thirsty and I needed something. I was looking around and all I had was that Aviator gin.
Oh, sure.
And I thought that I had like at least a lime or something to throw in there.
No, nothing.
But I didn't.
What did you do?
I was like, let's see how bad it really is. So, like I do all the time, I look up on Google, like, is that a thing? Like, in a pinch, could you just have like that on the rocks? Like, if you were trying to just have a clean cocktail.
Yeah, why not?
I wasn't trying to get drunk off them or anything, but I was like, let's see.
Yeah.
Because that stuff was pretty good. It wasn't like rail gin,
Right.
you know?
Right.
But yeah, I did kind of the same way I drink bourbon. I poured it, over some rocks and let it set for a little bit. Took a sip, and I was surprisingly, what's the word? Surprised. Surprisingly surprised about it. I was surprised that it wasn't that bad. Surprisingly surprised. I thought you spilled something. My brain went to like, do you need a napkin or something?
No. I fucking
Yeah.
my coaster.
I was surprisingly surprised. You know what I'm saying though? Like I did it and I sipped it and I was like, hey, that wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah.
Pleasantly surprised. That's what I was meaning to say.
Surprisingly surprised.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Gin's actually just a very refreshing.
Well, I'm glad you say that because I'm going to make you drink some on the rocks right now.
Okay.
Okay, he says.
I gotta get a refill. How
What do
much
you
time we got left?
Let me go check to see. I don't think there's any rules. That's the beauty part.
Well, I know, but we try to keep it like an hour, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's 51 minutes now.
Okay. I got time for a drink, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Well, here. Why don't you
sell these? He says.
sell these pickles?
Pickles.
Good luck.
If you ever find yourself with a pickle and don't have any pickles, reach for Food Club Kosher Dill. Spears, that is. They go great with hamburgers, hot dogs. You'll be surprisingly surprised how good these pickles are, especially in a Bloody Mary. You ever pour a Bloody Mary with a little too much vodka in it? Maybe even forget the Bloody Mary mix? Grab yourself a Kosher Dill from Food Club Pickles. Fresh pack. There's about 17 servings in a container of this size. And you'll be surprisingly surprised to know that there's 0 calories per serving. If sodium's a concern, there's only about 210 milligrams, which is actually quite high, but in the pickle situation, that's nothing. I've eaten saltier pickles, if you know what I mean. You want one in there?
And I'm
He's
back.
like, I wouldn't.
I'm back.
Grab yourself a Kosher Dill from Food Club. Food Club. Since 1945.
All right. Good plug.
45th parallel.
Good plug. I feel like we need some more.
Pickles? Different types of pickles?
I feel like we need some more sponsors, or I feel
wonder-
like we need a sponsor.
Does your uncle do does he do a Bloody Mary mix?
I don't know.
Maybe we should
should ask
conglomerate
him.
or something like that, or whatever the word is. I think he'd be surprisingly surprised.
Oh,
We're
Paul.
cracking ourselves up now. Anyway,
Okay.
back
well,
at it. So what else is new?
Um,
It's like nothing.
well, I think I did a little remodel on the house since we last. Well, when did we do a podcast?
Did we ever talk about what actually happened there, or can't you?
No, I can. It's all done.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
I-
like what caused it and
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Did we talk about that last time? Was I? Oh, that was in like May when I seen you.
Yeah.
I didn't flood my house. Okay, so I'll just.
I don't think we talked about this.
I'll just kind of go into a real.
Bullet points.
Yeah, I'll make this quick because I know we don't have much longer, but so in July, yeah, it was
2023.
last year, 2023.
Right. Talk about it like it was
July 2023, I was
great year.
in the middle of complicated situation. I was in the middle of taking over my house and getting the house in my name, and I was like 3 days before I had to sign my papers for the house.
I don't know if I knew that part.
Yeah, I had 3 days before I signed the papers for my house.
You're like, never mind.
Yeah, this thing's garbage. I was buying it from my in-laws who were in charge of the estate, and I was 3 days out from buying it. It was a Sunday. I had to sign the papers on a Tuesday, I believe it was. And I decided that I was going to wash my hats because I have a plethora of hats.
Wash your hats.
Yeah, why would you wash your hats?
Like in the dishwasher?
No, I have a utility sink in my washroom, where the washroom is on the first. I only have a ranch style house.
Okay.
The washroom's on the first floor, not the basement. The utility sink's right next to the washer and dryer. Well, Rachel, my fiance, she just taught me how to wash my hats because they're always fucking dirty. I'm a dirty man.
Yeah.
Now I'm a dirty old man.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Dirty
40.
old man.
But so what you just do is you put it in the utility sink and you fill it up with hot water. You plug it and you put some dry
Yeah. Soap.
for your laundry soap,
Yeah.
and you just let them just soak in there, right?
Okay.
So I
You don't gotta like scrub them or like use
No.
a brush.
You don't got to scrub
Nope,
or
he
nothing.
says nothing.
No, nothing.
Okay.
So you just throw them in there. You put the laundry detergent in there, and then you fill it up with hot water, and then you walk away, right?
Sure.
Well,
You had everything checked off.
I did.
Every step.
I threw them in there. I threw the detergent in. I turned the hot water in. I walked away, and I never came back to turn the water off.
Oh, and where I'm from, utility sinks don't have relief drains.
No,
or
they
emergency
don't.
drains.
They definitely do not. And
Oh, Jared.
I walked away for 12 hours. I sent the dogs in the house. Walked away for 12 hours.
What'd you go do for 12 hours?
I went fishing.
I'd rather not say.
Yeah.
Around here, or did you leave the state?
No, I was gone for a week.
Drove over to Michigan.
Yeah. No, and then I came back late at like 10 or 11 o'clock, and I opened the door, and the dogs are just got this look on their face, and I'm like, well, whatever, like
just beating them.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
did you guys do?
Yeah. They looked like, but they weren't wet or anything, and I'm like, what? Did I leave a fan running? Like, what's that noise? And I walk into the kitchen, and I'm like, there's water everywhere. I'm like, and then it dawned on me, fuck, I forgot to turn off the sink.
The whole house.
The whole house was fucking flooded.
The dog's like floating around like a
Yeah. Well,
fucking
it was
Titanic
top
wreckage.
floor, so it was draining
Yeah.
into the basement. And I went and I turned off the sink, and it was like, an inch of water on the floor. And then I went into the basement, and it rained in my basement for like 3 hours.
Holy shit.
And finally, when it slowed down and stopped, I went down there and with a dry vac or a shop vac, and sucked all the water up and went outside and dumped it. And I was doing
shit.
doing that all night. And and of course I came home at like 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got to work in the morning. Like, all I want to do is go to bed because I'm tired, right?
Were your hats clean?
And yeah, they were very clean. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm still wearing one of them.
Is that one of them?
Yeah, this is one
Looks
of
clean.
them. Yeah.
Actually, it looks really clean.
It's good.
At least.
It's a good way to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so I flooded my house, and then after finally dealing with all the insurance shit, I spent my father-in-law. They're home builders. He knows how to just do everything.
That's handy.
Yeah, he's super good, and and he took extra good care of me because it's my house, and we redid the whole house, in a month. Less than a month it took us. The floors, the baseboard, the doors, all new doors, all new baseboard, all new floors, new kitchen counters, sinks. The only thing we didn't replace, we did all new appliances. The only thing we didn't replace were the cabinets because I didn't have it in my budget to buy new cabinets. So everything got replaced. And now it's like I basically have a new house.
Yeah.
So
Badass.
yeah, it's
Pictures look great.
yeah, it's really nice and it's comfortable and it feels just good to be there now. But it was just a lot of heartache and a lot of just from what I've been through in
Yeah.
the last 2 years, and
Yeah, it's kind of a really weird like fresh
it's like it was like
fresh start.
it was a bad thing that happened, but it was a silver lining.
Silver lining.
I've had enough bad things in my life happen where it didn't affect me probably as much as it probably should have, but
Yeah.
at the same time it did. But yeah, so now I have the new house and the boys are happy and
Yeah.
the
They're not
dogs
floating
and-
around on little life rafts.
Yeah, literally, yeah, literally,
Papa, thank you so much. You're home.
man, literally that when we got the floors installed because I got put LVP in luxury vinyl plank, and it's basically like hard plastic looking wood floors.
Yeah.
like it's nice. It's the quality nice shit. But Jack, my dog, he's older. He's 12, almost 12. Yeah, he'll be 12 soon.
He's a good boy.
He tried with the new flooring. He tried jumping into my bed. Well, he slipped when he jumped, and he broke his fucking ankle.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so like I had to put rugs down for his little runways to get up my.
Yeah.
So, and, so that was another thing. I'm like, fuck, he's old. Is he gonna recover? Is his ACL?
How's he doing now?
He's fine.
Oh, good.
But I mean, his hips.
He's always
bother
been a
him, but-
warrior.
Yeah, he's a trooper, man. He's been through a lot. Like he was a duck hunting dog, so he's been beat up.
Yeah.
But he's just a monster. He just keeps going. I don't know how he does it. Like he broke his ankle, and 2 days later,
He's got a name Jack. That's a pretty cool name too. Like
Oh,
that. You can't be named Jack and then not be pretty bad.
yeah. Hardy wrote a
Name's
song
Jack.
about that.
You
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
I mean? Like no.
Well, they do. They just Jack
I don't know that.
from Will and Grace. You ever watch Will and Grace? Just Jack. You never seen Will and Grace?
I mean, I watch it every night before I go to bed, but
Anyways,
I know of Will and Grace, but it was
Yeah.
that was a really funny reference.
there's
coming from you.
the gay character on there. His name's Jack.
Oh, I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, you're way wrong. But anyways, so yeah, it's just the house is remodeled and it's all mine, and I'm living there with the 2 dogs. So thanks, bud. Maybe once I get my bar finished,
Hell yeah!
we'll bring the recording stuff there, and
You said you got the how many bar stools?
I got 5. My neighbor, he's
Well, bro, we only need 2.
I gotta give a shout out to my neighbor, man. That guy's gave me a bunch of cool shit for the bar, like signs and neon signs and stuff.
See, you're like I said, man. That's like
My
what,
neighbor Tim, he's the man.
when I was up in Dundee and I started the whole pirate bar thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't really going to be that at first. It was just I wanted to build a little bar in there, and like one thing led to another, and then it like got out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
So much, in fact, that like every place that I've lived after that, it's like some kind of themed bar.
Yeah, you got-
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
so, and,
Copper's
like,
Cup was
yeah,
like the old
yeah.
house.
Like once you like start getting into it, you almost have to just do it, and then like next thing you know, people like know that that's what you do, and you'll start getting things from
Yeah.
them. You know, like neon signs,
And it's
signs, and Yeah.
appropriately named Liquor Downstairs Pub.
yeah. Well, like I said, everybody,
It is the
you
downstairs
have
of
to come
here.
downstairs.
Yeah, wonderful.
Wonderful.
I like this. I like this area, and I'm, maybe this podcast episode wasn't as wild as we normally are,
That's good.
but
We're catching up.
I feel
It's been a
like
long time.
we got some more stuff to talk
Happy
about.
birthday too. You just said before that you just turned 40.
Oh,
Or I know it's
yeah,
December, but
yeah, December 1st I did.
I mean,
yeah.
I remember
It's been
wishing
2
you a
months.
text happy birthday, but I
Yeah.
haven't seen you since
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been your birthday or anything, has it?
October.
October.
Probably since we hung out last, yeah. Because what
Yeah.
I think the last time was at that concert. With
Are you
Brian.
41 or 40?
41.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're handsome.
Yeah. I
You look
try.
good though. By the way, it looks like you
Yeah, it's
lost a
just
little bit
black.
of weight.
Black
Yeah,
shirts.
I know. That's why I wear black today.
Yeah, I figured we both look super skinny.
And a match.
Yeah. What's Drop 'em Outdoors?
Oh shit.
He was like, oh, one more.
Probably let my buddy know this. And the old Midwest Racks and Rods, the Biscobings know.
Oh, nice.
This
That's right. I thought I heard it
gentleman
before. That's
here.
why I was like,
Yeah.
what
So his
Look at that
name,
tie-in.
his name is Johnny Bauman, and it's not spelled with a John. It's spelled with a Jonny.
Whoa.
So shout out to Johnny Bauman for the Drop 'em Outdoors. That's
where I
that's
heard
his gig, and he's got some cool little shirts and products, and he's really pushing on his. It's like a game bag, which is for trophy ducks. For preservation of trophy ducks when you're out in the field.
Nice.
So he's pushing that product, and I thought today would be a great day to, I was digging through my closet, and I was like, oh, fuck, I got this shirt. Thanks, Johnny. He's hooked me up with some swag, and he's doing a cool thing. He's just a young buck, gets after it hard.
Yeah.
Just
I think I watched that episode with him on there.
He gets after it hard. He reminds me when, we were younger. I was younger doing the hunting thing, and he's just a phenomenal guy, and he's, always there coming in clutch. When I had my fiance's funeral or her celebration of life, he was there next to me the whole time, feeding me drinks and food and making sure I was all right, which,
Nice.
Nobody else did for me. And so he's always got a, spot in my heart. So
Awesome.
So yeah, I guess this is a little plug for him, and
Drop them outdoors.
Send me more free shit, Johnny.
Yeah. You're a new sponsor, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Send me new shit, he said.
Yeah.
That's all we ever want.
Yeah.
Just send us shit.
Yeah. That's
our payment.
Speaking of, we should start having a few guests.
Oh yeah, we've talked about that before.
Yeah.
Some people have even said, let them know. When.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should make a call. We still got room for another episode today.
Maybe.
I mean, I gotta be home to let the dogs out at some point today, but that's like not till they're fine till 5 or 6,
Right.
7, 8, 10, whatever.
Yeah.
But
you got waterproof floors now too, so if
I do.
If
Yeah,
they
we
have
can
to go, just go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. They do. they
clean up.
do.
I'll clean up just fine when I get home.
And they do. The other day, I let my dog home, and I knew he had the shits. And I come home, and he fucking got a big pile of dookie right in my laundry room. So I picked that up.
You turn to the camera and you say like about your flooring.
Yeah.
That's why I got it.
LVB luxury vinyl plank.
Clean up the breeze. Just grab a paper towel and some 409.
That's basically what it is. Yeah. Yep. So, do we have anything else before we send this off for the day?
I don't have anything at the top of my head or the tip of my tongue. But I like your idea. Maybe we can
Call in a special guest.
Yeah, shuffle the deck here and see what kind of plan we can come up with for the second one, if we can pull that off.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
down. I think I got gear to do it, so
yeah.
it'd be pretty easy to do.
I'm not going to be too busy for the next couple, month or so. So
We'll try this.
we should
time.
be able to not. We should.
I
be
know
able to
we've
knock
been
some
trying too before,
Yeah.
so it's
We're
yeah.
just
Life
busy.
is life, man.
Yeah, we've just been.
The beauty part is if anybody starts listening to it, when this is posted, then if they listen to the last one, they can, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like on YouTube, it looks like they're one right after another. So
Yeah.
it's
funny. I was
only the timestamp will tell.
yeah. Well, then I guess we can. Is it about that time?
It's about that time, I think.
We can send her off. Thanks for
That was episode 6.
Yeah. Thanks for enjoying the 1,000-Pound Podcast. I'm Jared Warney.
And I'm Paul Bland.
Till next time. Bang.